everyone, welcome to another Finally Friday video. This week I'm going to be making a really simple card and I'm going to be using one stamp set and many stamps from that stamp set. So I'm going to start out with some white cardstock. This is from American Crafts. It's a textured cardstock. And the stamp set I'm using today is from Bella Boulevard and it's the Flirty stamp set. It's actually a very inexpensive stamp set. It's about $5. I think it's $4.99. And I'm going to be using a couple different colors of ink. They're all Colorbox chalk inks. And the first three inks I'm using are from their Colorbox Q Rose Petals, kind of like their stacked inks. So I'm using kind of a darker magenta. And then the other two colors are kind of like a lighter pink and then a little bit more of like a rosy light pink. So I'm just stamping those onto the front of the card. And then I'm going to take another one of the stamps in this stamp set. It's like a smaller rose type flower. And first I'm going to stamp it in a dark green, which is Olive Pastel. Excuse me. And I'm going to stamp it twice, just in case I want two of that color. And then I'm going to be stamping it in Lime Pastel, and I'll also stamp it twice right here. I'm going to be using another stamp from that stamp set, and it's just the sentiment one, and it says, "Girls just want to have fun." Thought it was really cute. This would be a really cute card to give just like to a girlfriend or something, you know, when you're going to go out for, you know, a movie or dinner or whatever. Maybe just someone who needs a break. Anyway, so now I've cut it down to a rectangle around that sentiment, and I'm taking my 1/8 inch hole punch, and I'm just kind of like punching on the edge so it makes sort of like a stamp shape. This is a really easy way to kind of give a little bit more interest to like what would normally be just a regular square piece of cardstock. I'm going around the perimeter of the little stamp shape, and I'm just adding some stitching lines with a white gel pen. I'll set that aside to let the gel ink dry. And then I'm going to take those smaller green flowers and I'm going to be cutting those out by hand, just leaving a very tiny white border around the edges. There we go. And after they're all cut out, I decided to use 3. And I'm just going to kind of arrange them on the card so I can kind of decide where they're going to go before I start adhering them. I'm adhering them with a foam dimensional adhesive. I'm using Stampin' Up's Stampin' Dimensionals. So putting one on the back of each of the little flowers, and then I'll be putting 2 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of the Girls Just Want to Have Fun piece, and just adhering that to the front of the card as well. And the last little part for this card, I'm just going to tie some ribbon around. This is Papertrey Ink satin ribbon, and it's only one-sided satin ribbon, so I'm going to show you how I tied it. So I did left over right, and then I'm doing right over left, and then the string on the right side, I'm going to kind of pull it through and then loop it back around and turn it over so that the tail coming out has the satin side. And then I'm pulling the left more than the right. And then I'll just cut out the tails. And I'm holding this bow down with a little bit of adhesive. I'm using a mini glue dot, and I'm just picking it up with the edge of my scissors and then sliding underneath the bow. And that finishes up the card for this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks so much for watching.